Hi there, my name is Alex Henderson and I'm here with Jim Crowfoot from the city's water department. And we're going to talk quickly about some of the frequently asked questions we've had related to water meters. So we're actually on site here and Jim's going to show you how to open up the water meter lid. Probably at home, he's got a special tool, but at home you can use a screwdriver and you may need help because the lids are a bit heavy. But Jim, if you want to go ahead and open her up.
Now your meter's going to look old and dirty, and sometimes they're piled in dirt. You have to get the dirt out of there. And you're going to want to wait for your meter to do its little power on reset, and then once it gets there, it's going to go between two screens. One's going to have 9 digits, and the other one's going to flash over to a 3-digit. Now if this was like your car, this one would be like your odometer, the 9 digits, and the 3 digits are more like the speedometer. I've had customers who have said, you know, I filled a 1-gallon bucket and it said 4.39. Well, that's not the quantity on that one, that's how fast it's coming out of your spigot, which would be 4.39 gallons per minute. So, and it does shut off right after a certain amount of time. So if it doesn't come on, you need to put a flashlight on the little dot, and that will turn the meter on.
So the biggest thing you can see right now is on the 9-digit one, this is your usage for the month. And so when we read, we actually only read these 4 numbers on the side. Right now there's no water on in the house, so you can see obviously the meter's not spinning. But if you went inside and turned on you know, a faucet or something, there would be an arrow that would show up here and these numbers would start to move. So the biggest thing that you can do, or some of the, you know, I know the main questions that Jim gets are, you know, how much usage do I have every month? Well, probably the easiest thing to do to tell how much you have per month, what Jim will say, is to check your usage on a Saturday and then come back 7 days later on another Saturday, so you've got a week's average there, and then you can multiply that usage times 4. And that will get you your, you know, roughly what you use per month. When you're reading your own meter, again, it's going to be, with the 9 digits, it's going to be the 4 numbers on the left. And so they're actually, if you look at the 8 here, that would be in the thousandths place. It would be so the one on the far right will be in the thousandths place, and then the 10 thousandths and so on. So you're going to see when we do our reads, we use the left 4 numbers to calculate your bill. So those are the ones you're going to want to pay attention to when you're trying to figure out how much you use in a week or, you know, over the month period. Another question I know Jim has is how to check for leaks. And Jim, you want to say probably the easiest way to check for leaks?
Yeah, if you look at your meter, you'll see a little arrow. Got an easier one to look at here. There will be an arrow over the 3-digit reading, which this will not have right now, but you'll see the arrow moving to the right, and you'll see a value on those 3 digits. Again, the 9 digits is like your odometer reading. We'll take a reading, subtract last month's reading from it, and that'll get us our usage.
And the biggest thing for leaks is obviously is that if you've got all your water shut off in your house and the meter is still running, there's a leak somewhere. So the biggest things are leaky toilets, sprinkler valves, or maybe a broken pipe somewhere in the yard.
Yeah.
And then probably the other thing you know, that folks want to know is how much water they're actually using. And probably one of the easiest things that you can do is come out here, take a look at what your usage is with all your water off, and then run one of your sprinkler systems, you know, for one of its cycles, or just one of the stations for one of its cycles, and then you can actually see how much water you're using on that outdoor irrigation, which is obviously, you know, the biggest user that we have here. And so we know there's lots of these questions as it relates to the drought and some of the new water restrictions, but we're hopeful that this will help. And if you have more questions, just please feel free to call City Hall at 897-5821.